Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Stanley Osaze Osakwinokwodi. They send message to Deji, the man wey no want make Peter Obi become Nigeria president. Make I leave you, make you hear from Comrade Stanley Osaze.
Yes. A great good evening to ever conscious Nigerian people worldwide. It's me, your brother, your friend, Comrade Stanley Osaze Osakwinokwodi. Tonight, as an obedient fellow, I really need to send a message to Deji Adeyanju, one inconsistent fellow who resides in Abuja that have an opportunity to be in control of a very large platform in the Nigerian social media space. And he's busy cashing crews anyway. And some persons are falling prey into his actions on media. Some few weeks back, if I'm not mistaken, Deji Adeyanju came out online to say that Peter Obi is the best candidate that will ever occupy the seat of power in Nigeria. The same Deji Adeyanju said that Peter Obi has the economic wherewithal, the ability and intellectual capacity to stand the test of time. That the only way Nigeria can work is for the likes of Peter Obi to be given opportunity to manage the affair. I have the screenshots. In fact, you can go to my wall, you will see one there. And for the fact that this same set of people that have oppressed our citizens for a long period of time have returned back to the country. You don't have the capacity whatsoever to stop the movement of phone calls. Even as I'm doing my live video right now, some persons are already on call discussing with themselves. You cannot know what is happening. For the fact that these politicians know Deji, they have had series of interaction with him in secret, and on his part he has agreed, in one way, allegedly as the case may be, to receive a token from this politician. So he's turning around from his initial statement, which stipulated clearly that Peter Obi and that ticket is the best. Now, look at the screenshots of Deji Adeyanju. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. If you cannot see it, just kindly go to my wall. You get his details. You can't see it because I'm having some reflection. But let me read. But it's in my wall, you can click. One of them, he said, "Dear Peter Obi supporter, keep the fire burning." That was posted 4:16 p.m. on the 25th of May 2022 on Twitter. Again, Deji Adeyanju said, Peter Obi is the best candidate. This is my opinion. If you disagree, that's one of your problem. 7:57 p.m. on the 31st of May 2022. He said Deji Adeyanju again said PDP folks on social media are angry with those supporting Peter Obi because their vote is at risk. They feel threatened. 10:49 a.m. on the 6th of June 2022 on Twitter. The same Deji Adeyanju again said Peter Obi will do very well on the ballot. We have many more of these details. Many more of these details, and we'll continue to unravel them. But the question I'm asking is this: what has actually changed? As of today, the same Deji Adeyanju is saying that The man who he called the Messiah on the 25th of May, on the 31st of May, on the 6th of June, is no longer the Messiah on the 9th of July. May, June, you have a space of 1 month. Go and sleep. You have a space of 1 month. Then calculate the time where the set of politicians return back to the country. What has led to this change? Now we understand this game of politics so seriously. Deji cannot just begin to declare support for this set of politicians. He must look for something to serve as a pretext to defend his action. When you ask him what actually happened, he will say the supporters of Peter Obi are bullies. The supporters of Peter Obi are insulting. The supporters of Peter Obi are violent in nature. So on his own, he's only reciprocating the violent nature of Peter Obi's supporters. I want to call on the presidential candidate of Labour Party. Please stop telling your supporters to calm down. Your supporters are acting because they are the one bearing the brunt. They've suffered a lot. As far as we are concerned, Peter Obi, you are a very good candidate. But you are not suffering as well. You are not suffering. You are a billionaire. But you are an economist who knows how to use money judiciously. And you are a progressive developer. And you have been able to show to Nigerians that if you are given the opportunity, you can deliver. Look at the choice of your vice president. I've not known that man before, believe me. But I watched his interview. And I would say, in fact, I was shocked because I never knew that we have more competent aficionado in administration in the north. If that kind of a man can be in Kaduna State, know that the Northerners have over 2 to 300,000 capable personnel like such man. But because of tribal politics and some certain ethnic chauvinists who are creating problem just to divide the people, they will not want to project this set of academic gladiator. So Peter Obi, please face your campaign and allow the citizens who are being paid by the economic pressure, the intimidation, and the continuous looting of our collective wealth to react the way they wish to react. Even the Bible acknowledged the fact that the kingdom of God suffered violence and violence taken by force. As of today, if anybody chooses to stand against the light and progress of the Nigerian people, he should be made to face the full rod of violence. Comrade, is there any room for peace? If there is any room for peace, please write. Comrade, in the political activity, do you choose the path of peace and allow this set of people to go into to dwell with our collective wealth? To so many Nigerians, this is the last opportunity. Whether you like it or not, it is very obvious. This is the only country where terrorists can free their own members, but government cannot free citizens from the hands of terrorists. Terrorists can free their own members from prison, but government cannot free citizens from the hands of terrorists. What are we talking about? So Peter Obi, ordinarily I don't like your face, Peter Obi. I don't like your face. I don't care about your face. I don't care about your body. I care about what you have upstairs. And I care about the idea you have to develop Nigeria. And with the combination you brought, sorry, my network was a little bit bad. Peter Obi, I will never regret supporting you. And let me tell you the simple truth. I have concluded as Osakuno put it. And I have seen it clearly that this is a movement. Somebody told me some few days ago, you know the campaign in the country, They may not give him. Oh. They may not give him. Oh." I said, no, you didn't witness the NSAS. Maybe you were in Ghana. You don't know exactly what is going on in this country today. It is the youth versus the criminal element. It's just that it's rather unfortunate that in the likes of Deji Adeyanju, Reno Omokri, and Omoyele Sowore, who brought in the Buhari administration after blackmailing the president, the administration of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Today, we are facing this suffering. This set of people are still colluding. They are now using Obi supporters that are very violent. Obi supporters are organic. I do not. Let me tell you. Somebody, I commented on Deji and Deyanju's post, and I said that I understand this your game. You have already collected money somewhere, and you are acting. Somebody said, "You go and sit down as Akolokudi." He knows me because the person is from Edo State. He said, "Go and sit down. Do you think Deji is like you people that collected money? You know how much you get collected in the past election?" And I laughed. Somebody came to respond to him. I was just looking at him. They respond. The person said, "Come, which money are you talking about?" I showed the world the text message sent to me by Isaiah Muskam during the governorship election. If it were money that I needed, believe me, as I did now, still use and be chest. It not get any of the party when I call Sakoda Bode. In case you don't know it now. I'm being proud about this. They must come. But I've just choose to take decision. And I did the same thing in 2020 in Edo State. I'm not saying that I did not benefit in 2020. I know how many Edo persons send me resources. And I know how many Edo persons knew me because of 2020 politics. I was a nobody. It just one little Osakunokodi, known by nobody. But after the Oga carry ticket go, which everybody saw the passion, they said, no, we are going to be with this young man. Until today, I am still reaping the benefit of that activity. If not for Oga carry ticket go, and for the fact that I align with the interest of the overall majority, as of today, even if I receive any amount of money, who would have given me the survey and CFO? Do you know that as we speak today, the survey and CFO that I'm getting is both from PDP, APC, ABGA, everybody's looking at the direction of Usakodokodi on two grounds. One, absolute professionalism. Two, for the fact that Usakodokodi choose to align with the people and always remain loyal in the scheme of things. So, and I was one of those who said it publicly. No politician has ever said this in this world. No politician has ever said this in this world. That they fought for stomach infrastructure. How many body? Even if we know that these politicians are fighting for themselves, have they been bold enough to come out to tell you, now what I fight for? I said it publicly that in the past we fought for stomach infrastructure. We want our stomachs to be savage at the detriment of the collective interest and destiny of the people. But later when we said, no, let's do what is right. The stomach infrastructure that we were fighting for that we didn't see came when we never needed it again. And again, you also agree to the fact that in this 2020, especially 2023 presidential elections, I openly said, and I quote, as a party man, I am going to stand to defend the interest of the presidential candidate of my party. Now, you know, it is only a fool. They say fly, we not listen to advice. If they follow what they go grieve. They go grieve. So no matter how you think you know, you must be open to advice. Now people call me again, he comes, comrade. We know you to, I can send the screenshot. Now one man first never call me. He sent me the message. I can go to the message now and send it. He say, come. All of us with the diaspora, will take you as our own. Why you do work contrary against us? Now, the same question when we ask for media, and they ask me, and I still ask people, say, okay, let's forget about party sentiment. Let's forget about what we will benefit. Now, let me ask you a question. This set of people that are contesting, who do you think is the best outside party politics? Even blind man knows. I challenge anybody, including Peter Obi's family, to come and say Peter Obi collected 10 naira. The only accusation they are accusing him of is this. They said he invested huge amount of money in Samina. None of them said he stole the money. Nobody came out to say Obi stole this money. Now, for those who want to be aware, let me check something. While I continue to discuss, I want to bring a video by Senator Peter Bros. Let me see if I can see it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. If I can get it, I'm going to play it. Hold on. I just want to search it. Okay. Ben Bruce. All right. I'm coming. Education reform. Hold on. I just want to search it and show it to you. Now listen. This video by Mary Bruce came in long ago. On that CD for me, let me connect it with Bluetooth so that the world can hear it.
Possibly get out from the oil boom and bust cycle. Anambra is not an oil producing state and does not have oil in commercial quantity.
I want to play this video for you. This video was done years back. Now listen. When the person asked me this question, I said, let me actually have a rethink. And that was how I managed to arrive at the decision. Now let me tell you, whether I'll be winning, whether I'll be not winning, I will be counted among those who stood for truth. And I know that the level of truthfulness, I'm not a judge in my own case. But when you say you want to measure who go physically come and talk and see B, you will still cause I'm going to go to jail for it. I'm not going to criticize you, make me leave myself. I'll tell you, say now I must add myself to it. Excuse me. The visa I have here is here. It's in Muscat. I don't want this one. You are. Muscat is here. I just want to play this so that you get it more louder. Just give me some minutes, please. Because nothing to hear the talk. Hold on. I just want to, so that you get this fact very clearly. Please just give me some minutes. Bear with me. I ought to have searched for this video before now, but I think it is expedient for me to come out with facts, not just to talk. Memory Bros never knew that Obi would even run for an election before he came out with this idea. But I'm going to play it. That Bluetooth is on, okay. Just give me some minutes, please. Let me try to get you this video. Okay, you will hear for yourself. You will hear for yourself. Good. Very active. Okay, now increase the volume for me, please. Increase the volume. Now you listen. Thank you.
To possibly get out from the oil boom and bust cycle. Anambra is not an oil producing state and does not have oil in commercial quantity, yet it does not take loans or owe worker salary. According to the United Nations, Anambra has one of the lowest poverty rates in Nigeria at 11.2%, which places her ahead of 33 states. Anambra and other southeastern states lagged in education and had poor born-child school enrollment. But today, Anambra leads the nation in WASC results. For the past 3 years, Anambra has had over 60% pass rates in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination. They have made the best improvements in education in the whole nation, and the state government even supports private schools financially. But look at these states that thrive by depending solely on federal allocation. They are broke, cannot pay salaries, and are so debt-ridden, banks will not lend them any more money. Worst of all is that these states are performing woefully in education. There is something to be learned from Anambra. Is it their policy? Is it their budgeting practice?
Okay.
Is it their sense of community? Whatever it is working. The federal government and other states should study what Anambra State has been doing right and replicate it nationally. Anambra proves that Nigeria does not need oil to thrive. What Nigeria needs to thrive is education. What is under the ground of this nation is nothing compared to what is between the ears of our people. My name is Ben Bruce, and I just want to make common sense.
Good. Memory Bruce did this video years ago. Now, Senator Memory Bruce did this video years ago. They don't produce oil, nothing. But the governor of the state, as I then reject the economy, even when the educational sector falls below standard, Peter Obi government raise it back. As we speak today, Anambra is the one leading in WAEC. So what are they talking about? The antecedents are there. But ask yourself a simple question. Why are the all attack targeted on Peter Obi? Now let me make it easy for you to understand. When you play ball, they go for feed. Then they go to tackle no ball. Ball they go for feed. Then they play ball. You just press the ball, no, then you go to tackle. No. So why did they attack Obi? Say now Obi ball. Now Obi be the man where everybody wants. So that they go to attack and make it come off for your hand. Everybody know the truth, but political party and religious division they share us apart. I want to say a very big thank you to one notary yesterday. When I see for one group, he said they are dividing us with religion, but we are wiser now. Obi Daddy ticket remains South. Then I went to BBC Hausa when Daddy was on interview. Go and check the comment. The Northerners, the real Hausa. I'm not talking about others, but the Hausas. I'm not saying the Fulani. No. The Hausas aligned and they see reasons to say no. In Benin language, it is time to get it right. Me Osakuno Udi. And now they make all those kind of willful mistake. Whether I'll be will, whether I'll be no will, you cannot come and accuse me tomorrow saying I will not try my best to make Nigeria work. I will try. So it is left for you youth to stand and speak with one voice. 8 million PVC. Let me tell you, those and even where we work. If you talk anything about politics, people will draw you say Mona make sure say now Obi. Mona make sure say now Obi. Everywhere you go, people are talking about Obi. But they don't want Obi to penetrate into the north. But thank God, an intellectual is from the north. And I don't like President Olusegun Obasanjo, but with his current action, I begin to love him. He is projecting Obi in the north. And some selfish northern cabals are not happy. I want to as well and join Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida to please. These are men who have ruled this country. They know what they did in this country. So they have an opportunity now to face this country by ensuring that they give Obi the maximum support that Obi needs. And I want to call on the Easterns, the Igbos to be precise. Igbo youths are 100% to be. But you see, when a selfish politician, anyone will assume, wanna kill him. Because those set of people, that because of their personal benefit, want betray and personal collective interest. And I want beg IPOB, I beg, wanna not mistakenly declare sit at home one day during the election. Wanna not do one. Because if you not do one, you may see. It's just like when in a political game you say, I know you not concern me, you all are like, yeah, I stand. You may not achieve the aim when you say you stand. You say, I'm not concerned, I don't want to make them go. The evil people, you don't want me to enter power, they will enter. Now is the time. After you see that your PVC, my wife has never voted before. Now me go also in PVC. Now let me go election ground. But that day on election day, I will put her for motor. I will dust her PVC. Who I have vote, who I am going to be. Everybody wey dey near me, as many dey talk first. I never enter street o, but I don already get. In fact, my community first na Obi. As we speak, for my community now, na Obi. I'm not sure say any party will get 2 votes. Even if say the voting strength, we don get another new polling unit added to our own. First, now Obi, you can't change that. So a real politician will first of all make sure say your own territory will win. Everybody does suffer regional. You know they suffer. I be not be reap when the market really go. I be not be a Kiosa market really go. I be not be Oba market really go. I be not be vegetable market really go. You know they see how the thing they increase every day. When ready for I can say cold too much. Now I can say make I go run buy water heater. That if I want bath for the money, you cannot get water heater from my husband. So if I want bath for the money, I go on the water heater, make it hot. Meanwhile, I press that water heater some 4 months ago. They say 25k. I'm going to say, what did they say 25k for 50 liter? I beg you, supposed to be 20k. They said, no, they said, now, blow shakara. And even that 25k, it too deal because Jonathan regime, that's why I say Jonathan said, we will kill this country. But that time for a regime, this thing only past 12,000, 10,000. Buhari come now. They put her for relay, say run. They give her wood. They give the rest of wood. At the run, ratio Buhari, they give her the wood. Oh. For Buhari to run, go front. Buhari to run, go back to where they forget. For Buhari to run, go front, make him win the race. He run, go back to where he pull Nigeria back for the first year. As we speak today, I go market again, say me I go buy the water heater. You know how much they tell me? 35,000. You know those Indian films, Snake Girl, when the snake won't bite, you know the song when you go back to you got to hear all the sorrow, coco. Those way don't watch Snake Girl. That's what my head is shake. Ooh, say to say I know, I for buy that amount when they tell me. I not come back, I got to leave. So as we speak now, it can't be like anywhere spend foolish because now we know how much for gas. Before children buy go school in the morning and they needed the total because of the coal. Now with the burn more gas and the gas is extremely very expensive. So you will collect 1 naira, 10 naira from politicians. The politicians are coming back to indirectly collect it from you. Either as a result of your bad road, when you drive come out for your house, your style will fail for someone big. This boom, your shop will die. You go pay for shop. As you pay for shop now, for inside the money they give you, then you will go give them. Is it not time for us to do the right thing? I never expect to be to fix any road when I become president. I don't even expect to be. Now, only one thing I want me to be fair to. And that one thing is divided into 3. 1, after you see that cement, sugar, and this thing will let them go take control for Nigeria, make them collect them. Make them open now, make Nigerians get access to the economy. Only you want to know you're everywhere. How can you supply with over 200 million people want to eat and benefit? That one I want. Then the second thing, when I want make you do, not to recheck the economy. Take the economy from these people. Every individual should account for how much he get for every individual should come and account how they raise the money where they get. Obi before he became governor, don already be executive of the bank. Na Ogbu e be. But first, we'll use Obi to start. Obi go use himself to start. The way President Umar Musa Yar'Adua use himself to start. We say the election that brought me to power was fraud. Check it. If it's not clear, may they remove me. Have you ever seen a president like that? Right from the history of Nigeria, 1960 to date, now only President Umar Musa Yar'Adua now reduce the price of fuel. The rest now increase. Late President Umar Musa Yar'Adua, now only him reduce the price of fuel. The rest they increase. Now President Umar Musa Yar'Adua now make APC day today. If not, they for no day. Adam Oshomole win the election for Edo. Our father say, even he said the oil don't vote for him, he cannot be governor. And really, they rig the election when Oshomole win on ground. Although the bad man from one corner invalidate over 30,000 votes of Osubo, we know. Now, when Adam Oshomole win the election finish, they not give him the ringer. Now President Umar Musa Yar'Adua says, anywhere, a part of the agenda, which was 7-point agenda, was rule of law. Anywhere anybody will give her their victory. That was the beginning of opposition in Nigeria. Where they call the get seat of power, where they call the entire power. And let me tell you, if person like Tinubu win the election, Nigeria is dead. First, the electoral process is finished. You cannot win free and fair election. If opposition win, go ring up. You just get that one clear for your man. A man who said, Emi Loka. What if he killed 50,000? You give me that. You see. Give me quick. No, the other one. Yeah. Hold on. Now you can't be this. Recruit 50,000 youths in Nigeria. What would they eat? Cassava. Corn, Igbato. You can imagine 50,000 you no orientation. The feeling of entitlement. Na my tongue. How? What will they eat? Cassava. Igbato. Imagine. Cap there. The cap get to it gets another thing wey be like human eye. Cassava, Igbato. And some selected young boys. See, they say, che. You never tire. Una never tire. Una never tire for suffering. Let me tell you. If you go school for Nigeria, you graduate, you get work, na fluke. Na luck you get. When me dey school then, me and my people work clear do Michael. Now we be the best for class. We gonna say when we go round up. Now if share call me, I know you agree na aliboti. I want enter. This one say na chevron because we believe say that we know our pass. We all know book for class. Okay, when we graduate. One guy dey here now wey dey watch me in America again now. Na Rupokwa they call him. He go fit attest to this fact. After we finish school, all of us meet for youth service. Okay, we serve for us to eat complete morning, afternoon, evening, na wahala. Na wahala for youth service to eat. Na wahala. If we eat in the morning, we by the phone guy, man, what's the way we look at better I come go far. In the evening, we go eat. Sometimes I say we fit just eat in the afternoon, we'll carry out to the next day. So God can give us opportunity that we're going to eat morning, afternoon, evening. Now look, no ever look the next man. Say lazy. Now lie, not lazy, he not see. So again, people are still clamoring for all these good people. If you cannot vote for Peter Obi, you are making a mistake. You will regret it. You will regret it. Not only if the country is spoiled, let me tell you today, we are living in insecurity. If you wake up day break and you go outside, you come back, thank God. Because the possibility that you will die as in Nigeria is almost about 90% now. Say you wake up, you come off to come back. God, thank God. The security is not being guaranteed by anybody. Government, the primary responsibility of government is to secure the life and property of citizens. Ask yourself the simple question: is your life secured? So if you ready come up for us, you come back in the evening, go and thank God, because the possibility that you will die, you might be in public garden for inside market, or come shoot market, people like go meet you, you go die. You might be in church, they'll come inside church, they'll shoot you, people like go meet you, you go die. You might even dey go for road, they drive past highway, Fulani come out for road, they pick you. You cannot go now. I went to go and do survey in Urumi. I not fit take the normal road they take. Urumi was supposed to go with 1 hour, at least approximately 45 minutes. We spend these 2 hours, about 2-3 hours. Like I said, that Lagos will go. But we are afraid to take through the normal road. When you say, may you take where now, so you go now, may you take clear coast. Government will say, well, whereas those Fulani, they clear coast, they go on their own. Then what are we talking about? As of today, the likes of Deji and is coming out to say, it's because of Peter Obi, we support that they are very violent. That is level of inconsistency. How people wanted they happy. In Nigeria today, if you fit sit down for your house, you eat chicken, people will say, oh, sir, what do you do? They try, because chicken is not a luxury. Whereas this chicken, they people fridge as low as $2-3, they can get chicken as much as they want. But for here, if you eat chicken, at least as I don't believe my children are not eating chicken for a long period of time now. They are going to eat chicken on the 24th and 25th of December. Can you just go to the market now and buy chicken? What is chicken ordinarily? Can you just go to the market now and buy it? It is not a luxury. It is not a luxury. So if you have opportunity to eat and you dey shine, go thank God. Not be use hustle pass. And I want to say this clearly. Yes, I was a vice chairman of a community in the past. I know by the power of God Almighty, may God bless my community as well. But beyond that, you want to tell me say all the thing we gather say no dey finish. Yes, we build us. We bomb, we do everything fine. You want to tell me now say all those things not dey finish. If not be continue, oh, so I'm going to go and do my job here. So I'm going to go and do my job here. Believe me, I'm not better than the next Babiala in the street where carry plate, they beg. And I use this thing sing every time. Say, I beg, go on, let me talk to Babiala. That's why I must be very grateful that people are calling me to give me their jobs. Those who have not even seen me before. Those who saw me on media, they not took me as their son. As their son. E.g., Mama Ebego Ogiame, who is here talking. If we talk about meeting up to standard, I've not met up to standard, although she knew quite well that I'm very busy. And it's not because of the fact that I'm the most busiest person on earth. It's because of the fact that you people as well engage me. If not, me will still there. So if you see surprise, say, maybe the government has gate every day, I'll go to sit down and say, women. I'm not even better than those people who are doing this. But I'm most grateful to our brothers and sisters around the world. That is why I say I'm here now. I'm not going to lie you. I prefer to stay with Edo. I said it before. And it's manifesting. I say, in any decision I want to take, I must make sure, say, I stand with both Edo State. Believe me, as I did, so I never leave PDP. Ordinarily, my action here is anti-party. But I don't care. I don't care. Do you know why I don't care? Because it is better when the whole world cook for only you one. You go wrong, but you can't cook for the whole world. You can cook for the whole world. But when the whole world cook for you, now you go tired. So my dear, I cannot be getting from Peter and when I go and begin to use it to praise for. God forbid. What came from Peter must go back to Peter. We will give Peter the thank you. So my brothers and sisters around the world, and I am obedient because of the fact that majority of you stand to be obedient and you've been able to show the fact that Obi is the best candidate and I have to support. No other option. Some persons are saying is going to be a political suicide. It's your own point of view. Since we will play the politics, we don't benefit. If not with the intervention of His Excellency, Governor Kodinoga Obaseki, with the fact they go every day now. With the fact they go every day now. What I've noticed in this country is that a really good politician will really want work for the people. It's either the killer or the destroy a name. At least in case study. Dr. Samuel Gbemudia, before he died, he sought out he died. Obaseki again today. Attack here and there. And let's be very factual. If not because of the political mistake of Oshomole. Oshomole did well in Edo State. You can't change that fact. We can't say because we are playing politics, we'll see Kim will not talk about. No. That was why I said it in the past. I said, no, it will be difficult for you to defeat Oshomole in Edo. Forget about that area. Forget about that area. Because now it is no longer na my guy, na my brother, na my uncle. The question is, you ready to work? Believe me, if to say I know say this obedient movement will strong like this, I swear, nothing for make me not pick a federal constituency ticket for Labour, and I for win, I'll go as suffer. And because what it make me not typical now because I feel say it don't elapse, I make me not accept. If not, I for run for this House of Rep, and I will contest against PDP and APC for House of Rep go her. And I don't give one person cover to run. If you vote for me, if you don't vote for me, I will stay as. Yes, my money for fun go die, and my time when I put for campaign. It is time to just do the right thing. It is time to just do the right thing. So to me, though people worldwide, believe me, I don't tell you before, and I repeat them again. I talk for those go and play my past video. I said, and I quote, I will be on the path of the people. And I even talk when I announced, I said, if the person like Governor Godwin say on Obaseki and the people get issue, I will stand with the people against the governor. I will stand with the people against the governor. At the life you have talked so. I don't talk before I repeat them again. And thank God today, the governor of Edo State is a people-oriented governor. Forget the propaganda here and there. I have challenged series of persons who say, you never deserve. I put you on competition. What is fun for me? Let's go. Let me take you around and see for yourself. Those who live in the Horobi cannot attack Obaseki. Those who live in the whole of Oba cannot attack Obaseki. Obayato, Obazako, Oba this one, that area, that one, they can't because they know. Amaba can't try it. They know what the government cannot bargain is sort of Obaseki. Abi it's Obayato. None of them. Because they've seen what is up now. So the likes of Deji Adeyanju, I want to beg you all, don't be giving him those attention that he's craving for. Let me tell you, he's catching cruise. Obi is the most popular person right now in Nigeria, so he needed to use Obi to build his page. That is what he's doing. Not be say really hate Obi. If they like those over 3,000 comments, wanna leave that guy. Like the one I've been like Rain or Mokri. I've been like that guy, but the way he got to do now, he got to do like person when he be say not the head well. Yeah, not correct. Now you see, you just see it. That's what politics is all about. I won't lie to you. In party politics, even Sakunokudi is a victim. In party politics, we just see a that is. Don't say. That's why you have to say, no, now a. Just say, you put party mechanism, you say, na AP, na AP. Now, AP, you want it, no, see, you can't satisfy both parties. Talk am as it be. Talk am as it be. And I want to really thank Comrade Philip Shuaibu, the acting governor of Edo State. I want to thank you. And I want to thank His Excellency, Governor Godwin Obaseki, in Assumption. And I want to thank the Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Saudi Ogi. See why? Are you aware that the Curtis war we play for a don't end? It's top. Go and check. They cast people. Huh? Even some of the Curtis assisted in bringing those people out. Second, we said we don't want this in the do. You are creating problem. You. It's not you. Them. That's the way commend the acting governor of Edo State, His Excellency H.E. Governor, acting governor Philip Shaibu. And one thing when I want to continue to the pray, may God bless Obaseki for is this. Obaseki the lead is show what they call refined governance. If you want your travel, you want to have full power. Buhari the travel come on, don't give Osinbajo power. He dey fear. But Obaseki don't care. Do the right thing for the sake of our people. He give the power, say, take, act in full capacity as the acting governor of Edo State. That is leadership by example. Buhari go travel to Nigeria. You know, who hand him more power to Osinbajo, go say, me no go bless. Down Osinbajo, no down say, condolence, the condolence. He can't do that one to do extreme lawyer. Make Oga for hand over to the one come out. As a reason, they not to say, men get the thing is to say, oh, now me and you come out together, me president, you can't go do, you are not true. Average mindset to them, follow me, we gotta come out. The next thing we will see, somebody don't do anything. I don't talk and it don't happen, I don't talk and it don't happen. Be like feel for you. The time when you take stand for your people, you don't stand. You need power at all costs. They keep the border, you call you need not have food, you be careful in your statement. The other one delay tweets. Campaign the common and wait first. I don't talk and it don't happen. I don't talk and it don't happen. Campaign is coming. Wanna wait. We already. We did. And somebody in Edo State also be go court. I never want to make sure his name. Because of say, he collect somebody land and I come and say, no, that land, we know what way. He does so me go court. But time they come, I will tell everybody. I want to go get the sum first. When the time reach, will come out. It should be for label. But I will let you know. But let me fair wait first. So, the truth of the matter is very simple. I want make we know, say, if we do the right thing now for our own benefit. Now for our own benefit. People will want to support Obi. Obi no know them. Okay, now, if you want to really know how far, go YouTube. Check channels. You will see the vice presidential candidate of Labour go through the interview. Then after you finish that interview on channels, go through series of Obi interview. You will see say that men with like minds and the same orientation. Go and check the 2019 interview of that. When I get the details yesterday, I started to investigate. You have that thing? Yeah, you have one now. I want to get that interview. Might just bring. Might see whether I will get on. Because we dey like talk with evidence. But the Bruce first, don't fair heal. Don't fair talk about Obi this thing.
We are there for you through every phase of your life, even making the transfer of your wealth and up. The nation with the world's largest reserve of crude oil in the world is Venezuela. If crude oil could save any nation, then certainly Venezuela would be that nation. However, the desperate economic decline in Venezuela, the nation with the world's largest oil wealth beneath the ground, is a warning to Nigeria. We must look beyond oil or we are at risk of experiencing the same fate. My people, consider the nations like the United States and the United Kingdom who used to buy Nigeria's oil no longer buy our oil. As a matter of fact, America now plans to sell her own oil. In other words, our buyers are now our competitors. Currently, royalties from oil account for 90% of total government spending. Many people have said that means without oil, Nigeria could not function. Perhaps the thinking in itself is the problem. Let us take the case of Anambra State and make it a case study of how we could possibly get out from the oil boom.
Learn from Anambra.
Anambra is not an oil producing state and does not have oil in commercial quantity. Yet it does not take loans or owe worker salary.
Does not take loans or owe worker salary.
Anambra has one of the lowest poverty rates in Nigeria at 11.2%. which places her ahead of 33 states. Anambra and other southeastern states lagged in education and had poor boy-child school enrollment. But today, Anambra leads the nation in WASP results. For the past 3 years, Anambra has had over 60% pass rates in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination. They have made the best improvements in education in the whole nation, and the state government even supports private schools financially. But look at these states that thrive by depending solely on federal allocation. They are broke, cannot pay salaries, and are so debt-ridden, banks will not lend them any more money. Most of all is that these states are performing woefully in education. There is something to be learned from Anambra. Is it their policy? Is it their budgeting practice? Is it their sense of community? Whatever it is working. The federal government and other states should study what Anambra State has been doing right and replicate it nationally. Anambra proves that Nigeria does not need oil to thrive. What Nigeria needs to thrive is education. What is under the ground of this nation is nothing compared to what is between the ears of our people. My name is Ben Mar Bruce.
I just want to make a common sense. Now listen. You know, we know you're the talk. We the talk with evidence. Anambra they produce oil. You know oil. But go there you go, hey. When you hear the word Oka meat na Anambra, when you hear this one Anambra, when you hear that one Anambra, ask who be done. They will tell you Obi. Ask. You can't. A man when they give land, say, as the governor of this clear road that your land, the letter surface. Go and argue it. Keep her, not me done. Now God make me be governor. I want sad man. See, if you give to the land where they body Lord, where they near now, et to the above the area. All of your way, of your day, he gather everybody open for himself. Then he come and say, Emi lokan. Now my turn to rule Nigeria. Emi lokan. Now my turn. You know the sense of entitlement. After Peter, one check. All revenue in Lagos, they have today. Not go there. A sitting governor of Lagos State, they don't follow on. Because if you don't run, follow on. If you don't enter again. I want to say thank you very much to the former governor of Lagos State. Ambode, who picked Labour form to run for election. Go and contest. Divide that Lagos vote. Tear am. Because you said your score. Ambode just said lose guard from the beginning. To say no, if the camp come over to go collect Lagos from them. The way they want to, and that's what they want to replicate what they do. They don't know, say, we say, I don't know the Lagos. Talk back! Honor the leg back! Now, no. Why did you do like that? We go see repeat them again. Hold on. Now, okay. Hold on. I want to show you something. Good. That Baba Ahmed interview in 2019. We cannot play it all, but let me just play it and listen. We never even know this pattern. This video was done 3 years ago. Let me play it. Just listen.
There will be many people who will argue with that, and they will argue from the viewpoint that when General Buhari took over, things were quite bad. Then it became worse. Well, that's your statement. No, it's not my statement, it's fact. We went into a recession. Because he does not know what economic management is.
Oh, that's the year!
He is the one who
in 2019.
We are not
do
out of recession.
Listen.
Well, the Statistics Bureau and the federal government have said we are. They said so in 2016.
Do you believe them?
It's not for me to believe them or not. There are people in a position to tell us.
Well, I am also in a position to tell you
Academic gladiator!
that recession is tied to quality of life.
Whatever your authorities tell you, if your quality of life does not improve, then you stand deceived. You stand hoodwinked. Everywhere else in the world, when they are in recession, their living standards fall. When they exit recession, their living standards improve. And I am telling you that the Naira is our life.
Now that is the year,
no power parity. The Naira equates us with the rest of the world. Here comes a government that wipes away 60% of our worth. If you were worth 100, now you are worth 40.
But there's an explanation for that. I was given an explanation.
We don't want an explanation.
No, it had nothing to do with the government.
Yeah.
It had to do with, especially if you're talking about the exchange rate,
Yeah.
it had to do with the value of our foreign exchange reserves, which dropped drastically as at the time General Buhari took over. That coincided with the drop in the prices of oil, which is our main export.
You're giving an answer to yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm saying
Let me answer you.
You are disagreeing that we're not out of recession. When you take the value of the Naira as a point, that could point to that. But I'm saying to you that on this seat that you sat, have been previous guests before you to whom I have put that precise question. And amongst them have been those who told me that that's directly linked to our foreign reserves. And that as our foreign reserves have improved, as indeed they have, the value of the Naira is appreciated. You will concede, won't you?
I won't concede.
You will,
because I have my points.
The dollar has dropped. The Naira dropped to as much as 500 Naira to a dollar. But it has since peaked and has stabilized around.
Can I answer you?
Yes, please go on. I just said that.
Just hold on. Let me tell you. January 2016,
yes,
or thereabouts, President Buhari falls ill and was out of Nigeria for 100 days. Then we had an acting President, Yemi Osinbajo. When President Buhari was flown out, the Naira was at 520. When friends and family were making 200 Naira per dollar, because the difference between the autonomous and the central was then in excess of 200 Naira.
Now they see
Now here's the catch. Acting President Osinbajo, whom I like to think as somebody who has lots of sense, whom I like to think as somebody who listens to his people, and his people happen to be the ones who pay tuition fees outside of Nigeria, must have hammered it onto him. This cannot go on. If Buhari's people don't care and they don't pay tuition fees outside, ours do, and education is our life. We must go back, and he's a responsive acting president. He changed the formula of how dollars, forex, were allocated. Instead of privileged few relatives and friends, it now went into the system proper. That was responsible for the drop from 520 to 365. Now it has fallen from 365 to about 363.
This interview was done 3 years ago.
If you ask me why, it is because of the gain of defection. It is because of, and it is because of Ekiti elections that just held, that so much dollars were pumped out there. Now, mathematically speaking, the price of international price of crude oil when Buhari took over and was complaining, and that because of that, the dollar had to rise. Just suppose that to the international price of crude oil today, you will find out that the price has nearly tripled. But in relative terms, from 2015 till today, the Naira has fallen 60%. Okay. So mathematically, it does not make sense. And let me tell you.
Oh, may God let us make this guy be our vice president in Jesus' name. Type amen if you are with me.
I split society into economy and communities. What the Buhari government did was to dissipate confidence. How so? Because those who were funding the autonomous market found it necessary now to hold back their money.
Yes, because the arbitrage is no longer there. No. Arbitrage is when you have 200 naira per dollar, not when you have 2 or 3 naira per dollar.
Then what's the explanation as to why they are not funding it?
Because they were afraid of Buhari's tactics. They were afraid of Buhari's government. The Buhari's government did not give confidence to investors, did not give confidence to Nigerian expatriates abroad who are sending billions and billions to Nigeria. They had to cut it. Interest rates were not improving, and the moment fear set in, and notice that this is a government who cannot manage fear. This is a government that cannot manage the people's sensibilities. One fear sparked off another. So the fear of Nigerians who were selling $1,000, $2,000 daily, and you have hundreds of them funding the market, felt, look, if indeed the dollar is going to fall and we can see it falling, it's better to hold it back. That holding back scared investors who otherwise would go into Nigerian portfolio investment. The foreign exchange fluctuation risk heightened. This is what happened. So it is critically important you read the gestures in the economy right. If you don't, the wrong information will continue to be passed out there. I cannot claim to come out here and tell you new things you've never heard before. But I'm in that business.
Okay,
I'll
but
tell
please,
you what the truth is.
You will get this interview. It was actually posted 3 years ago, but it was done early 2019 by Dati Baba Ahmed, the current vice presidential candidate of Labour Party. Go and check brain. So it is not as if this man started today because they want to appeal to the conscience of Nigerians. No. These are real qualitative personality. Obi cannot be talking without giving you fact. Obi cannot be talking without giving you figure. Obi will tell you the square mile of every state and cities. First, before you can develop a settlement, you must understand the rudiments of that settlement. What's the potential of each settlement that makes up a specific enclave that you intend to govern. May God not allow us miss this chance that is coming to our doorstep in Jesus' name. If you are with me, please type amen. A bigger and a resounding amen. And if you have not shared this video, I know it's late. For those who are in Nigeria and for those who are in Europe, they all are already sleeping. But believe you me, it is expedient that will come out to respond to the likes of Deji and which Osakuno Woody will now at least commence a steady confrontation against that young man who thinks that he can use his inconsistency to subjugate the will, interest of the people. I may not want to say much beyond what we've just said before now, and I think I am extremely, very, very grateful to all and sundry, all of those around the world, because in politics, I cannot deliver the whole Nigeria. I can only deliver my unit. I can play a huge role in the delivery of my word. I can play a huge role in the delivery of my community. But when it comes to issue of my community, and I want to commend all my community citizens for standing tall. In fact, they were even the ones saying, Oga, now obedient to. Oga, now obedient to. They were even the ones saying it. I said, oh, it makes the job so easy. Congratulations to all obedient. You are going to fight to victory. We are going to triumph over evil. No matter what they do, they can stop us. May God bless you all wherever you're watching me from. Don't forget, the only reason why Osakunobudi has power to speak is because I'm having some little political independence. And how is this political independence coming to be? Because you will watch me, they give me work. I not tell you that I don't feel let one make me more. I not say you dash me money. I ready to hustle. You know the work when I do, and you know say I sabian. I beg give me, make I do. If I see and do, I will continue on this my path. I no go tell you lie. I will make sure see everywhere clear in Jesus' name. I not say dash me money. Give me work. Make I dey work. If I dey see my work, I go still fit sit down as I did this video so I will talk say yes. Na so e be. But if work no dey, I no tell you that. You come see back and say this is the way they say, yeah, oh, this one go come dey say, abeg wanna help me up, abeg na wanna help me up. And e not supposed to result to this kind level, that kind level. Abeg wala continue to give me your job. And let's be very factual. I get one problem and I try to work towards that problem. I never want to talk about the problem. I dey work on to make sure see that problem not continue. But believe you me, I will do my possible best to always do the right thing. I know that there are more benefits in doing the right thing than there is in doing the wrong thing. As I did now, I'm happy that you love me. I am happy that you like me. And may God not let me toe the path where go put me for trouble in Jesus' name. May God bless you all. Osakwuno Odi and crew. I want to say bye for now.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Stanley Osaze Osakwuno. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.